Welcome back, everybody. We're continuing our SHOT Show from Carolina series with this product right here. This is the Trijicon RMR HRS, so Handgun Reflex Sight is what it stands for. This one here is brand new. As far as I know, I am the only civilian with one in my possession currently. However, the good news for everybody watching this is that right now, I was just told this morning that these are all shipping out to distributors today, so dealers should have them probably by the time you guys see this video tonight. So basically what it is, it's a Type 2 RMR, LED adjustable. It has a 3.25 MOA dot. And this one, the sort of special things about it is that it has a QR code on top. It has an anodized finish. This is an anodized FDE finish. It's not Cerakote, so if you guys have seen like brownish RMRs before, they're typically Cerakoted. This one, again, is anodized as per the mill spec for it, and it's also going to have the born-on manufacture date on the right side of it. Normal RMRs don't have that. So those are really the differences between this and your traditional, I think it's RM06 LED adjustable pistol sight. But it is cool, of course, because it did go through testing by SOCOM and Naval Special Warfare Center. They tested all the different pistol sights out there on the market and came out with this as the winner. Absolutely, I agree with that. I've tested a bunch of them, and like you guys who watch the channel all the time know, there's really only two that I recommend. It's the RMR and the Delta Point. The RMR, of course, has a much better battery life and just a better interface in my opinion as well, but the Delta Point's a good optic too. Speaking of the battery life, for those that don't know, the battery life on the Type 2 RMRs is going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 years depending on the setting that you set it to, so we'll get into that as well. You can change the settings in terms of brightness by using the down button here on the right side and then the up button here on the left side. This thing will get as bright as you could ever want it to be. You can be out in super bright sunlight in a desert with white sand around you, and you'll still be able to pick the dot up just fine. However, you can turn it down so that in low light it's very easy to see. It's also night vision compatible if you turn it down far enough. And it has two different modes, I guess you would say. So it has the mode like I just talked about where you're actually changing the brightness, and I personally recommend that for defensive or serious type use. However, you can also set it to go into adjustable mode. So basically it just adjusts to the ambient light around. It has a little sensor back here and it picks up the ambient light, and it will increase and decrease in brightness depending on the environment that you're in, which is on paper awesome. However, in real life, especially if you're using weapon lights and bright ones like this one here, we have the 1000 lumen Surefire 300 on there. It's very bright, mounted up, I should mention too, because folks will ask. This is the FN 509 Tactical rather, from Gun Pro Deals, and we will do a full review of it. But like I was getting at, you want to be able to adjust the actual brightness of it because you want it to be visible when you actually hit that light in a low light situation. Or if you're going into an alley or something like that where you expect conflict, you want it to be not so bright, you know, so you want the capability to adjust it for serious type use. Now, if you have it in automatic mode, you'll probably be okay, but manually setting it is better in my opinion. Has these two little screws down here, which is what allows you to mount it. There's so many different mounting systems for the RMR out there. It's virtually unlimited at this point. It's been one of the more successful red dots for pistols or rifles out there. And speaking of that, you can mount this on a rifle if you choose to do so. They have mounts for it that will work on ARs, AKs, etc. across the board. It's powered by a CR2032 battery. Very easy to get and inexpensive. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them all over the place. So that's pretty much it in terms of the feature set of it. Now, everyone wants to know, of course, cost. Cost on it is not cheap, as you would expect. The regular Type 2 RMRs with the LED adjustable ones are, if you look around on the street now, it's going to kind of vary anywhere between upper 400s to upper 500s, depending on the model and those sorts of things. Now, the MSRP on this one is over $700, but of course, as we all know, once it hits the streets, it'll probably come down a little bit. I should also mention that we do have 1 MOA adjustability for your windage and elevation. So each click has a little click on it, if you will. It's tactile and audible, so you'll know that you're actually moving it. It's not just turning screws in the wind like some of the other microdots out there on the market. Type 2 LED RMRs are very durable. I did some, racking of the slide with this one against surfaces, had no issues with it. I've beat the crap out of these before in previous videos. If you guys haven't checked it out, feel free to check out my full review of them, and they just do extremely well. They have a very strong upper portion here, which is one of the things that differentiates it from a lot of other competitive options on the market. You can drop this thing on concrete like this, and it will not break. Yeah, the glass will not shatter, all those sorts of things. There's a million tests online that you guys can see of folks doing it, and it survives every time I did it myself. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to kind of give you guys the first look at it because I had this one sent out for SHOT Show, and that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, you can always post down below in the comments section as always. If you need an answer to those questions though, the best place to get me is over at my Facebook page as always. I tend to answer all the messages there in a couple days, and if not that period of time, always pretty much within the week. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.